Afternoon, magandang hapon, naimbag amalem, marahay na hapon, maayong hapon ug maradyaw na hapon, maupay nga kulob. And welcome to the Public Management Development Program Local Government Executives and Managers Class Batch 17 Opening Ceremony. We would like to welcome all our guests and present today as we formally introduce our new batch of LGEMC scholars. First and foremost, let me note that the PMDP will not be possible without the support, guidance, and leadership of the National Government's Career Executive Service Development Program Steering Committee. We would like to acknowledge the following agencies that form part of it: the Department of Economy, Planning and Development, the Civil Service Commission, the Department of Budget and Management, the Department of Finance, and the Career Executive Service Board. And now, let us welcome the Local Government Executives and Managers Class Batch 17 scholars. Everyone, we present the 34 scholars of LGEMC Batch 17. Okay, please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the invocation to be led by Ms. Kimberly T. Cardona.
know you are God. Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and trust. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood. I will be still, know you are God. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood. I will be still, know you are God. I will be still, know you are God. I will be still, know you are God. You are God.
Everyone, you may now be seated. The Public Management Development Program, Local Government Executives and Managers class is implemented by the Development Academy of the Philippines, led by its program management team, consisting of DAP Officer in Charge, Magdalena L. Mendoza, Vice President Imelda C. Caluen of the Center for Governance, Director of the Local Governance and Development Office, Janice T. Montañez, and the Program Manager of LGEMC, Ms. Michelle N. Belga. We also would like to greet all DAP staff who are present today. Likewise, let us welcome representatives from the most recent batch of alumni, LGEMC Batch 16 Sanliab, who are with us this afternoon. And last but not the least, we wish to acknowledge and thank all other local officials and staff present here and on the virtual space. Muli, isang magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Now, to give our new scholars a brief preview of their PMDP-LGEMC journey, may I invite everyone to watch this short audio-visual presentation. Right. To officially welcome our newest scholars and to deliver her opening remarks, let us all give a round of applause to the DAP Officer in Charge, Magdalena L. Mendoza.
To Vice President Amy Caluen, Director Janice Montañez, Ms. Vicky Alcoseba, our batch 17 scholars, our LGEMC alumni from batch 16, the LGEMC Program Manager Michelle Belga and team, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the 17th LGEMC opening ceremony. Welcome also to the Development Academy of the Philippines and the DAP Conference Center, the home of the Public Management Development Program. On Monday, June 23, the DAP will be celebrating its founding anniversary. 52 years ago, the DAP was established from this very edifice. And 5 decades ago, the DAP launched the pioneering Career Executive Service Development Program, or the CESDP. The CESDP, now better known as the Public Management Development Program, is the DAP's flagship in achieving its core mandate to foster and support the development forces at work in our country through the training of leaders and development managers. It is thus my great privilege to welcome you, our batch 17 scholars and future leaders, to this pivotal beginning of your LGEMC journey under the Public Management Development Program. The opening of this batch comes at a very opportune time. In the recent midterm elections, I gathered that about 18,000 national and local officials were elected across the country. By this time, they are all preoccupied and building momentum to translate their vision and promises into local plans. To be sure, your roles as department heads and managers remain essential and critical in operationalizing those plans through the competencies I hope you will hone under the LGEMC. In the 2024 Philippine Development Report, the contribution of the LGEMC program was recognized because in one form or another, it has helped strengthen local governance capacity and modernize the Philippine civil service. As you embark on your LGEMC journey, it is our wish that you become beacons of excellence in local public service delivery and be the epitome of agility. We are constantly bombarded with headlines concerning public health, education, ito na ngayon, okay, employment or the lack of it, food insecurity, disaster risks, environmental degradation, domestic and now international security, even fake news, and the emergence of AI. While venturing in the LGEMC program, our hope is that you will anchor your determination to pursue the modules with the current realities in mind. We shall see how you will craft innovation projects that apply a new theory of change to address your specific challenges. Looking at the class profile, I understand that some of you have served your respective LGUs for some time, maybe decades, while some may be relatively new. Regardless, your dedication to public service should not falter but rather become stronger through the LGEMC. It is said that the quality of an organization, or in your case, maybe the local government unit, and the local community is mostly a function of the quality of leadership and management. Do you think the same? I do. And we in the DAP believe that we can always improve the quality of leadership and management through capacity development programs like this. So let me thank in advance our LGEMC faculty for ensuring that they could share models of good governance in theory and in practice to inspire you, and to the LGEMC team for their untiring efforts to ensure that they could equip you with new knowledge and management competencies. So make the most of this opportunity. Salamat at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Dedeng. We equally thank you for gracing us in this event and for continually guiding the LGMC program management and the LGMC team in continuing quality training and capacity building initiatives, especially for the local government executives and managers class. So, sabi nga po ni Ma'am Dedeng, it's been 5 decades since we had the CSDP. So with that, I am sure that Batch 17 is now more than ready and excited to begin their classes this week. I could see smiling faces from here. Our incoming scholars should expect an engaging and enlightening journey up ahead, filled with novel and exciting discussions, led by our roster of esteemed faculty members and resource persons. Without further ado, let us all meet the LGMC faculty, to be introduced by DAP Vice President Imelda C. Caluan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to introduce to you our distinguished faculty members and resource persons from varied backgrounds who are seasoned practitioners and experts in their respective fields. They will be delivering lectures, facilitating sessions, and assessing the scholars' performance. We are pleased to inform you that this batch will continue to be delivered through a hybrid approach. Thus, the sessions will be a combination of online sessions via the Zoom platform and on-site sessions here at the DAP Conference Center in Tagaytay City. Allow me also to give you a brief overview of the 5 courses of the LGEMC as I introduce our faculty members and resource persons. Let me start with Course 1, Peak Performing and Adaptive Local Government Leader. This course seeks to develop holistic and responsive local government leaders in adapting to the changing demands of their roles, functions, and work environment through understanding individual and team dynamics. This course will be conducted face-to-face. Our faculty in charge for this course is Ms. Maria Victoria N. Alcoseba, who is currently the Chief Operating Officer and Board Member of the Meraki Consulting Incorporated. She was previously the officer in charge of the Human Resource and Management Division of the DAP and was part of the team that developed the Master in Public Management. So you will have Vicky tomorrow for your on-site session, and thank you, Ma'am Vicky. To our scholars, I hope that you will enjoy the first course tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Our Course 1 resource persons include Dr. Angelita Y. Gregorio Medel. Currently, she is the faculty lecturer and lead for the leadership development of the Ateneo Professional Schools, Ateneo de Manila University's School of Government. She was also a former Undersecretary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development and former Secretary of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Mr. Mel Senen S. Sarmiento, who is presently the chairperson of the Board of Trustees of the Galing Pook Foundation. And finally, to complete our Course 1 resource person is DAP's very own Miss Karina Maria Mendoza, who has been part of the pioneer batch of the LGEMC and served as a class manager of batches 10 and 13. Next, we have Course 2, Local Development and Governance Perspectives. This course covers major and underlying concepts of development and its impact on Philippine society. The course also highlights current development initiatives and reforms in the country. Our faculty in charge for this course is Mr. Austir A. Panadero, former DILG Undersecretary for Local Government and now the President of the Suwilig Family Foundation. Joining Mr. Panadero in this course is the Department of Economy, Planning, and Development, Director of Region 4A, Calabarzon, Ms. Carmel P. Matabang. And also, the Assistant National Statistician of the Philippine Statistics Authority, Ms. Christine Joy Briones, who will be joined by Ms. Jeline Faye Fernandez, the officer in charge of the Community-Based Monitoring System, or the CBMS, Planning and Coordination Division. For this batch, partners from the Department of the Interior and Local Government, specifically from the Bureau of Local Government and Development, or BLGD, Director Annalisa Bonagua, and its Division Chief, Mr. Arce Fajardo, will also be joining Course 2. Next is Course 3, Strategic Management for a High-Performing Local Government. This course discusses the concepts of strategic management and relates this as practice in the local government setting. It likewise includes a discussion on performance excellence as an alternative framework for assessing the LGU's organizational efficiency, as well as a holistic perspective on things with systems thinking. For this batch, we will have as faculty in charge Mr. Alvin Principe, Director of the DAP Operations Management Office under the Center for Governance. Joining Director Principe in this course is Ms. Maria Rosario Ablan, the Director of the Technical Secretariat on the Harmonization of the National Government Performance Monitoring, Information, and Reporting System. And for this batch, we will be introducing a new session which will be handled by Ms. Zarina Teresa Teves, who is currently the co-founder of Inner Works PH. We have also invited Vice Mayor-elect Maria Isabel Beng Climaco of Zamboanga City, who will join us for LGMC Course 3 for the first time to share her experience on systems thinking and local governance. Now let's move to Course 4, Local Fiscal Administration and Management. This course explains the significance, processes, and impact of local fiscal administration, not just in delivering public services, but also in driving local economic development. It aims to develop the scholar's skills in financial stewardship as local government leaders through an understanding of processes included in local finance and budgeting, especially in the context of full devolution. Our faculty in charge for this course is Mr. Gil Beltran, the President of the Philippine Tax Academy. Course 4 sessions are also handled by the following faculty members and resource persons: the Director of Policy Research of the Development Academy of the Philippine Center for Governance, Mr. Gilbert Lumantao; the Chancellor of the Internal Revenue Institute of the Philippine Tax Academy, Ms. Maria Pamela Quizon; the Director of the Systems and Productivity Improvement Bureau, Department of Budget and Management, Mr. John Aris Macaspak; the Director of the Local Government and Regional Coordination Bureau, Department of Budget and Management, Attorney Ryan Lita; former Executive Director of the PhilGEPS and Procurement Service of the Department of Budget and Management, is currently also a trustee and teaching fellow at the Institute of Corporate Directors, Attorney Jose Tomas Siquia. Now we go to the last and fifth course, Designing Innovative Projects for Local Development. This course enables the scholars to go through an intensive process of conceptualizing and designing projects within the context of the evolving demands for more efficient administration and delivery of public services. At the end of the course, the scholars are expected to have developed and presented to a panel of experts their respective innovation project concepts. The faculty in charge for this course is yours truly, and I will be joined by the following resource persons from the Center for Governance of the Development Academy of the Philippines. Director Janice Montañez of the Local Governance and Development Office, Director Gilbert Lumantao of the Policy Research Office, Ms. Michelle Belga, our Program Manager of the LGEMC. And of course, to handhold you, we will have our LGEMC training team members who will also act as resource persons, specifically as you develop your innovation project concept. And these include Ms. Karina Maria Mendoza, Ms. Dorothy Rose Palafox, and Ms. Kimberly Cardona. So once again, we thank all our faculties in charge and resource persons for their constant support and commitment, and for selflessly imparting their time and expertise through the PMDP-LGEMC. Thank you very much. That has been working tirelessly for the LGEMC since it started in 2020. The team is led and supervised by our DAP Senior Vice President for Programs and currently the officer in charge of the Development Academy of the Philippines, Ms. Magdalena Mendoza, and yours truly. To the rest of our LGEMC team, please come up on stage to be recognized. May I now call on Director Janice Montañas of the Local Governance and Development Office, LGMC Program Manager, Ms. Michelle Belga. We'd also like to recognize our recruitment and admissions team led by Ms. Agnes Carmela Centro, together with her team members, Ms. Evelyn Amora, Ms. Joshua May Manalo, and Mr. Kim James Adona. And now, we have the members of the LGEMC Training Management. They will work closely with our faculty members and resource persons, handle court sessions, and facilitate activities in the conduct of our LGEMC class. This is led by our Batch 17 class manager, who rendered us a very nice opening prayer song, Miss Kimberly Cardona. Joining her are Miss Karina Maria Mendoza as Course 1 Coordinator, Miss Christine Noel Cruz as Course 2 Coordinator, Miss Neala Justine Medina, our Course 3 Coordinator, Mr. Marlon Silvosa, Course 4 Coordinator, Miss Dorothy Palafox, our Course 5 Coordinator, and Miss Mahela Delfin and Miss Jace Ann Morada. Okay. Meanwhile, our monitoring and evaluation team is led by Miss Dorothy Palafox. Helping her is Miss Christine Noel Cruz and Mr. Ian Bernard Ines. We are to our scholars, you will be meeting them more often as you start your LGEMC classes and will be with you throughout your journey. Team, you may now take a bow. Thank you very much.
But hold on, Ma'am Amy, before we all take a bow, may I
Hard work
call
and
on?
commitment.
Yes, ma'am. May I call you on the stage also, together with our OIC, Ms. Magdalena L. Mendoza. We all deserve to equally be recognized po as part of the LGMC. I think I will have to say this. Everyone, you may now take a bow.
All meet the local government executives and managers who passed the stringent application and deliberation process of the LGEMC and made the cut. So allow me now to introduce the roster of high potential LGU functionaries who are now part of the LGEMC Batch 17. Let me present the 34 scholars representing 30 local government units, and that's from 18 municipalities, 8 cities, and 4 provinces across 13 regions through the right of inclusion. The right of inclusion is a PMDP tradition that is meant to showcase the participation of LGUs who have sent their scholars to the PMDP-LGEMC. It also displays the diversity of each batch, signifying that all LGUs and scholars are active agents in nation building. Once scholars representing their LGUs are on stage, they will mount their LGU's logo on the wall, take a bow, and proceed back to their seats. To our scholars, as I call your name, please proceed to the stage to mount your LGU logo. Our first scholar comes from Region 1, from the municipality of Santa, Ilocos Sur. We have their Civil Registrar, Attorney Mark Rodney B. Pintor. Our next scholar hails from Region 2, Cagayan Valley. From the province of Batanes, from the municipality of Uyugan, we have Mr. John Ralph B. Torres, their Planning and Development Coordinator. Now coming from Region 3, Central Luzon, is the Assessor of the Municipality of Candelaria, Zambales, Mr. Shidar R. Alop. Also from the same region, from the municipality of Dinalungan, Aurora, we have their accountant, Ms. Charo S. Leyva Coretana. We also have another from the same LGU, Ms. Rachel M. Robert, their Environment and Natural Resources Officer. Moving to the nearby region, Calabarzon, from the municipality of General Mariano Alvarez, Cavite, we have their Information Officer, Ms. Annalyn A. Arceo. Okay. Next, let me call on, from the same region, we have Dr. Jezebel D. Andaya, the Agricultural Officer from the municipality of Lobo, Batangas. From the same province of Batangas, this time from the municipality of Taysan, we have Engineer Clarice A. Comilla, their agriculturist. Also from Batangas, we have Ms. Guillerma D. Mayor, their Planning and Development Coordinator, specifically from the municipality of Tuy, Batangas. Next is from the Mimaropa region, their Human Resource and Management Officer, particularly from the municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan, Mr. Muksin III H. Ibrahim. And last among the Luzon municipalities are the scholars from the Bicol region. Let's start with the municipality of Pilar, Sorsogon, we have Ms. Annalyn L. Bon, the Social Welfare and Development Officer. Also from Sorsogon, we have Ms. Melanie P. Sol, the agriculturist from the municipality of Prieto Diaz. We also have another agriculturist for this batch, this time from the municipality of Santa Magdalena, Sorsogon, Ms. Myra F. Escarda. Now let's proceed to the municipalities from the Visayas. We have from Region 6, Ms. Catherine O. Fulgencio, the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer from the municipality of Malay, Aklan. Now let's proceed to the nearby region of Eastern Visayas. We have Ms. Emerald E. Guevara, the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer from the municipality of Catarman, Northern Samar. Still also from the same LGU, we have Dr. Blessy Dana C. Noroña, the municipality's medical officer. But unfortunately, she cannot join the ceremony, but definitely she will join the class tomorrow. Headlining the scholars now from Mindanao, beginning with Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula, we have the Secretary to the Sanggunian of the Municipality of Mahayag, Zamboanga del Sur, Attorney Marife C. Orsonal. Though he cannot join us today, let me also introduce the scholar from Region 10, Northern Mindanao. We have the Youth Development Officer from Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, Mr. Alejandro B. Arenal. Rounding up, our scholars from Mindanao are from Region 13, Caraga. We have Mr. Daniel L. Dumpa Jr., from the municipality of Del Carmen, Surigao del Norte. He is the Social Welfare and Development Officer of Del Carmen. And the last scholar from the municipalities, we have Mr. Gerson P. Habay, the Planning and Development Coordinator from the municipality of Higakit, Surigao del Norte. Apart from the municipalities, we have scholars from the cities. Let me start off with Ms. Mila D. N. Azur, the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer of Legazpi City, Albay. Coming from the same region is Attorney Maricor D. Armesin, the Internal Audit Service Officer from the City of Ligao, Albay. Proceeding to Region 7, Central Visayas, particularly in Cebu City, we have with us their agriculturist, Mr. Joelito L. Baclayon. Our next scholars both come from the city of Mandaue, Cebu. We have their Assistant Department Head, particularly of the General Services Department, Ms. Rosemary U. Chavez. And joining her from the same LGU, we have Attorney Ebenezer Daryl P. Manzano, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Officer of Mandaue City. Let me also introduce the Social Welfare and Development Officer of Baybay City, Leyte, Mr. Manuel Icon P. Donaire. Our next scholar comes from Region 10, Northern Mindanao, Ms. Magnolia O. Improgo, the Human Resource Management Officer of Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. And from the same LGU, we also have their Social Welfare and Development Officer, Ms. Ivy Amor C. Urbina. Now we have the last from the cities. We have our scholars from Region 13, Caraga, beginning with Ms. Maria Teresa C. Areza, the Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlunsod of the City of Bayugan, Agusan del Sur. Joining her from the same region is Ms. Rose Lee L. Cancio, the Information Technology Officer from the City of Bislig, Surigao del Sur. Now, let me introduce our scholars from the provincial governments. First, we have from Region 1, Ilocos Region, the Administrative Officer of the Province of Ilocos Norte, Dr. Jefferson V. Balwalwa. Next, we have three scholars from Region 11, Davao Region. First, we have Dr. Fe F. Maestre, the Information Officer from the Province of Davao de Oro. This time from the province of Davao del Norte, we have Mr. Giovanni I. Gulanes, their Sports and Youth Development Officer. And finally, rounding up our scholars for batch 17, we have Ms. Riza Jean R. Rivera, the Supervising Administrative Officer from the province of Davao Oriental. Thank you, Ms. Riza, and kindly stay there because I would like to call on all our LGMC batch 17 scholars to please come up on stage. Okay, everyone, we present to you the new set of scholars of the 17th batch of the Local Government Executives and Managers class. So welcome and good luck on your PMDP-LGEMC journey.
LGMC Batch 17, please remain on stage, and thank you, Director Montañez. Welcome and congratulations again to our scholars. We all wish you the best of luck on your PMDP journey. Since the pilot run of the LGMC that began in 2020, we have trained over 300 local government executives and managers from all over the country. At this point, we would like to call on the batch representatives of Batch 16 Sanliab, led by Mr. Jerry A. Morial, Municipal Treasurer of Macrohon, Leyte. In attendance also are Ms. Natividad Ople, Mr. Abraham De Castro, Mr. Jason Rivera, Ms. Dudley Romero, Dr. Deborah Liaudi, Ms. Jasmine Seaman, and Dr. Joselito Morete. Mr. Morial, please come up front and face LGMC Batch 17.
Good afternoon, esteemed incoming scholars of the Local Government Executives and Managers class, LGEMC Batch 17, Busilak. From the heart of Sanliab, your brothers and sisters in Batch 16, we extend a warm and enthusiastic welcome as you embark on this transformative journey within the distinguished program of the Development Academy of the Philippines.
As sinugong anak ng lipunan, yamang alagad ng bayan, sentinels of society, stewards of the nation, more fondly known as the blazing flames of service, we recognize the hope and ambition that fills your heart as you enter the Local Government Executives and Managers class. Much like you, we too stood at this threshold, ready to confront the myriad challenges that awaited us. Our batch encountered its share of trials, rigorous tests of our knowledge, moments of self-doubt, and that questions our capabilities and opportunities that push the boundaries of our resilience as a public servants.
However, within these experiences, we discovered an invaluable anchor, our mentors and coaches. Their unwavering guidance and steadfast support served as our guiding light throughout this profound learning experience. They illuminated our paths, clarified our perspectives, and instilled in us the true essence of excellence in local governance and public service. Through their wisdom, shared through years of experience and dedicated leadership, empowered us to navigate complexities and emerge stronger and more capable.
Beyond the formal learning, we unearthed a treasure beyond measure, the enduring bonds of friendship and camaraderie. Each member of our batch became more than just a colleague. We forged a family, a robust network of highly dedicated and accomplished local executives with whom we continue to connect and support each other. Even long after the formal conclusion of the program, the shared memories, the laughter that echoed through our sessions, the collective effort in tackling challenging projects and overcoming obstacles. These are the elements that define the spirit of Sanliab. This network has become an invaluable resource, offering diverse perspectives and collaborative solutions that enrich our daily work.
Therefore, as you step into the realm of local government executives and managers class, LGMC Batch 17, our challenge to you is this: embrace every opportunity for growth and learning with open minds and determined spirits. Do not shy away from the challenges that will inevitably arise. Rather, view them as stepping stones, as crucial opportunities to demonstrate your inherent talent, unwavering resilience, and steadfast commitment to the people you serve. Listen attentively to the wisdom of your esteemed mentors and coaches, for their accumulated experience and insightful guidance will be instrumental in shaping your journey towards becoming fully exceptional leaders.
And perhaps, most importantly, cultivate strong and meaningful connections with your fellow Batch 17 Busilak scholars. Support each other through the demanding yet rewarding journey ahead of you. Share your unique, special knowledge and diverse experiences, and build relationships that will definitely extend far beyond the confines of this program. The network you forge within the LGEMC will become an indispensable pillar of your ongoing service to the nation, a continuous source of inspiration and collaborative problem solving. May your experience in the LGMC be deeply enriching, profoundly impactful, and filled with unwavering hope. Embrace the challenge before you and let your individual flames of service ignite and illuminate the lives of those within your respective communities.
A warm welcome to the LGMC family. We hold unwavering belief in your potential to become truly exceptional public servants. Onward, Batch 17 Busilak. The flames of service is now passed on to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mariel, for that flaming message, no? As the sinugong anak ng lipunan, as Batch 16 Sanliab echoed how they embrace their opportunity for growth while cultivating connection as one batch. After hearing the challenge for excellence from Batch 16, it is equally important to hear from our newest scholars. Batch 17, how do you plan to rise up to this challenge? Let us all welcome Dr. Jefferson V. Balwalwa, the Administrative Officer from the Province of Ilocos Norte. Batch 17, please remain standing as we listen to your response.
Naimbag nga aldaw, maayong adlaw, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. To the Development Academy of the Philippines, esteemed officials, management, and teams, to our dedicated lecturers, faculty members, and resource persons, especially our facilitators, to Batch 16 Sanliab, other alumni, guests, to the 18 municipality participants, 8 cities and 4 provinces, and a special mention to our loved ones, family and friends, our workmates and superiors who are currently watching us today through Facebook Live and YouTube channel. A warm and grateful greeting to all of you. Today is not just a beginning of a training program, but a personal and collective commitment to serve with a busilak na hangarin. A pure intention to uplift the communities we serve through principled leadership. We, Batch 17, have chosen the name Busilak because we believe that purity is not weakness. It is about returning to the very core of public service, that every policy we write, every program we lead, and every decision we make should be rooted in the well-being of the people we serve. We, Batch 17, as LGEMC scholars, embrace the challenge set before us, knowing that while this journey may be tough, it meant to transform every one of us in the best version of ourselves. The PMDP is being known as rigorous because the work of nation building is not easy. The lives entrusted to us and the communities that depend on us deserve no less than our best efforts. We aimed as a batch to be remembered not just by our name, but by our legacy. We hope to be the batch that inspires integrity, champions innovation, and restore the people's faith in local governance. To the Development Academy of the Philippines, we thank you for believing in the potential of the LGU leaders to transform real change. We thank you for this opportunity to pause, reflect, and sharpen our vision as public servants. To our respective LGUs, we carry your trust with pride. The opportunity you gave us will not be taken for granted. We will return not just with certificates, but with conviction. Conviction that having a fully equipped skills and knowledge to fully serve the people to move forward. And to my fellow scholars of Batch 17, this is our moment. Let us rise together, not just for recognition, but for responsibility. Let our actions be driven. Let our actions be driven by honesty, our leadership with humility, and let us restore integrity. We are Batch 17 Busilak, purity in purpose, in service, and in leadership. Mabuhay po ang PMDP-LGEMC. Mabuhay po ang mga LGUs at mabuhay po ang mga lingkod bayan na may busilak na hangarin. Once again, this is Jefferson Biloria Balwalwa from the province of Ilocos Norte, a proud scholar of Bat 17 Busilak. Diyos unay ti agnina, daghang salamat, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Dr. Balwalwa, and to Batch 17 for that elated speech and conveying the message of having the pure intention to uplift through principled leadership in restoring the people's faith in local governance. We are eagerly anticipating what you will learn, gain, and share in the LGEMC. Though you have different backgrounds with varied experiences and aspirations, you are bound by a shared vision to satisfy your hunger for knowledge, improve on your capabilities, and to live up to your unwavering commitment to be of service to others. With this challenge of acceptance, Batch 16 has now officially passed on the torch of excellence to Batch 17, who has just named their group Batch 17 Busilak. We wish you the best of luck in this new chapter, and you may now return to your seats. At this point, it's time to watch and listen to the Batch 16 Sanliab scholars as they share their LGMC journey and welcome and inspire the incoming batch. Let us all watch this audio-visual presentation that Batch 16 Sanliab has prepared.
Sa pag-appeal na ko ni LGMC, dagan kong nakatunan, dagan kong nahibaluan, especially sa mga different tools, different methodologies no, sa pag-identify sa ato ang mga problema, issues, nagkadayang challenges diya sa ato ang munisipyo, sa ato ang lugar, ug unsaon po nato pag-identify unsa ang mga possible solutions, and the project management cycle.
Sa kabuabog, gid ako yung natunan niya sa LGMC. Very thankful gid ako sa raya nga opportunity. Nagantigo ako mag-manage ang time, tapos nagantigo man ako magbagay man sa ibang scholar dahil halin man sa sari-sari nga province iya sa Pilipinas.
I consider myself so blessed to have been part of this Development Academy of the Philippines LGEMC class. I am so grateful to the team who made this program possible kasi po pwede talaga namin itong maiwit and consider to be lifelong learnings to the benefit of our constituents. Ang aking pong advice sa future batch na darating pa po dito is tulog-tulog lang kung may time. Kung may time.
Ikaw at ako
Maradona Edo Eotibo, daghang mga learnings regarding sa leadership, how to become a adaptive leader, and also na katunan po nako ang mga strategiya kung saan pag dumala isip o sa leader sa among lugar.
Sobrang saya dito. Bukod sa friendship na nabuo, na feeling namin ay for almost years na kami magkakasama. Pero yung bonding ng bawat isa sa amin, parang mga 5 years na kaming magkakakilala sa bawat isa.
Hello everyone, may adlaw kanindong tanan. Very serious sila dito for training us, of calibrating us. Marami na po akong natin na training, pero sila po yung pinaka-seryoso.
You know, pinakauna is when I came here, I really thought that I know a lot of things. But, you know, as I experienced, the training, all the sessions, all the rigorous na classes, I've realized na I have so many things to learn. And it's such a humbling experience.
My message to my fellow scholars, turn in lang ng turn in, lalo na ng journal.
Batch 17, enjoy every moment sa inyong LGEMC journey. Open to learning, magtinabangay mo sa inyong batchmates, ug ipakita ang inyong commitment sa serbisyo.
Saya po dito, but I guarantee you na medyo mahihirapan, pero pag nalampasan po natin ito, and you will feel accomplished as a person and of course as a leader.
Madami akong mga aha moments, like yung participation ko sa LGU, kung gaano ka-importante yung role, and yung mga RPs, yung mga resource persons, they're really helpful, and sobrang subject matter experts sila, and they are always willing to answer clarifications, questions, so yun talaga yung appreciate ko during this whole course.
So ako mga panghinaot, ang umaabot ng mga LGEMC participants, mahimo usab nga mabulukon o madasigon ang inyong pag-partisipar, ang inyong pagsuporta sa LGEMC, ug kabahin ni ana ang pagsuporta nato sa ato ang kaubanan sa LGEMC.
Tama na sa kapamilya! Welcome, Batch 17 from LNT Dingas! Welcome, Batch 17 from LNT Kasangka! Team Lahunay!
Sa liwanag ng umaga, kami handa sa Batch 16 sama-sama sa dala ang apoy ng serbisyo, pag-asa'y ibubuhos para sa bayan, kami magsisilbing ilaw sa dilim. Sa liyan, halika't sumama sa apoy ng serbisyo, ating ipakita, tayo'y magliliyap sa hirap at ginhawa, Sentinels of Society, sa laban ng tama. May damdamin ng pagkakaisa, handog sa lahat, paglilingkod, wala nang hihigit pa sa salamat. Sa bawat acts of service, walang iwanan sa laban na ito. Haliyap, halika't sumama sa buhay ng serbisyo, ating ipakita. Tayo'y magliliyap sa hirap at ginhawa, sentinels of society sa laban ng tama. Kahit may unos at bagyo, di matitinag, may apoy sa puso, tuloy ang laban. Bawat tao'y mahalaga, hawak kamay, sanliap sama-sama, tiwalay mag-alay.
Enroll ka na sa LGMC, enjoy mo na lang yung lahat ng from course 1 to ano, kasi yun ang maganda. Saka ang ma-learn mo talaga yung along the way. Nandun na lang.
Labay ang 5 ka kurso, gianam sad kalisod. So prepare yourself kay dili basta-basta labi na pag-abot sa course 5. Diha gyud ang pinakadakong bomba. Diha sad ang pinaka fulfilling kaayo kay bisag nagilabad na nga mong mga ulo, pero para sa atong lungsod, para sa atong nasod, atong buhaton ang pinakamaayo.
So, dili sa LGMC, buo kami dili kompetisyon. So, kami pamilya, nagbubuligan, nagbabadaw-badaw, adong uyat magbadaan dili sa Sanliab Batch 16.
Kaya, LGEMC Batch 17, keep going.
Welcome, Batch 17, and God bless.
Welcome, Batch 17, and we hope that we'll meet each other during the graduation.
Batch 17. Basta ano lang po, tuloy lang, laban lang, and matatapos natin ito.
Sanliap, halika't sumama sa tuwing ng serbisyo, ating ipakita. Tayo'y magliliyap sa hirap at ginhawa, sentinels of society sa laban ng tama. Kami nandito, sanliap, sa bawat puso'y sumigla para sa bayan. Hindi titigil sa pagbigay, kahit anong pagsubok, sanliap, kami muling babangon.
Thank you, Batch 16, Sanliab, for showcasing your multi-talented mix of scholars as you went through with a very hopeful and eager mind, no? And as you went through your own LGMC journey. So I'm sure that it has given Batch 17 Busilak, with all the smiles they gave, the inspiration they need as they commence their own LGMC journey. So to further motivate our newest batch of scholars, we have invited a special guest who also gave us his message, who brings a long-standing devotion to public service, shaped by significant involvement in local governance. May we invite DAP Officer in Charge Magdalena L. Mendoza to introduce our esteemed guest speaker.
It is my honor to introduce a distinguished public servant whose deep roots in local governance, strong leadership, and steadfast commitment to public service have helped shape the landscape of local administration in the Philippines. Our keynote speaker currently serves as the Undersecretary of the Department of the Interior and Local Government. A native of Tuguegarao, Cagayan, he is a licensed civil engineer and a proud graduate of St. Louis College in Tuguegarao. His journey in government is one of dedication and steady progression. From his early days as a barangay government operations officer in the then Department of Local Government, he rose through the ranks, serving as Provincial Director of Cagayan and eventually Regional Director of DILG Region 2 and later in the Cordillera Administrative Region. In 2021, he was appointed Undersecretary for Local Government, and today he plays a vital role in guiding our local government units as they navigate decentralization, devolution, and responsive governance in the evolving landscape of public service. His story is one of applying technical expertise with integrity, empowering local governments with systems thinking, and modeling consistency, high standards, and public trust. As our LGEMC Batch 17 scholars begin their own leadership journey, it is truly a privilege to hear from someone who has walked the path, led with vision, and continues to champion local governance from the ground up. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker who took time to send us his recorded message for this very special event. Please welcome the DILG Undersecretary for Local Government, the Honorable Marlo L. Iringan.
To the officials of the Development Academy of the Philippines, our local officials and functionaries, ladies and gentlemen, isang magandang araw po sa ating lahat. On behalf of DILG Secretary Juanito Victor C. Remulla, we wish to express our greetings and gratitude to the Development Academy of the Philippines for inviting us to today's opening ceremony for the 17th batch, the Local Government Executives and Managers class. Ipinapaabot ni Secretary John Victor Remulla ang kanyang pagbati, lalong-lalo na sa mga opisyal ng mga lokal na pamahalaan sa inyong patuloy na pagsusumikap upang madagdagan ang inyong kakayahan para sa mas mabisang pamamahala. This program reflects the ideals of the Development Academy of the Philippines, which is very much aligned with that of the DILG, to strengthen leadership capacities in response to the evolving challenges of local governance. Programs like this help us to find new strategies and purpose as we address the complex realities we face as local governance practitioners. The world as we know it, or local governance landscape as we know it, has changed dramatically. We are no longer just living in a volatile or uncertain world. Our reality has become more fragile, more unpredictable, and often more overwhelming. Many now describe this as the bunny world, brittle, anxious, nonlinear, and incomprehensible. And we see this every day. For instance, a few days back, another war in the Middle East erupted, posing undue burden not only to that part of the world, but reverberating to other parts of the globe. For many local governments, it only takes one catastrophic storm to substantially affect the capacities to deliver public services. In terms of technology, while it accelerated the pace of change, it also creates inequity and pressure for other communities with lesser capacity to keep up with the demands of innovation. The world today is no longer linear. With super fast highways of data, connectivity, and information technology, governance is at the prime of being constantly redefined. While these massive changes happen in our forefront, there are times we find ourselves struggling to make sense of it all. With all of these, what becomes somewhat clear is that governance can only be effectively pursued if learning is no longer treated by many public administrators like us as optional, but rather an essential component of leadership. That is why we are here, because while experience may teach us how to endure, it is learning that teaches us how to evolve. Programs like the Local Government Executives and Managers class give us space to pause, to reflect, to challenge our assumptions, and to sharpen our thinking. It is like a bridge that connects theory with practice. It strengthens us to think beyond the box, and even encourages us to think that there is no box at all. In times of changes and uncertainties, people look to their leaders not just for ayuda, but for direction. They need leaders who understand the landscape, are not indifferent to challenges, but still choose to move forward. Leaders who are humble enough to reflect that they do not have all the answers to the issues, the concerns, and challenges that they face. They want leaders who are willing to admit that they need to learn. Your participation here, therefore, is a recognition of this responsibility. It also reflects on your commitment as a steward of your communities and people who depend on your excellent service. Therefore, as you begin this journey, allow yourself to embrace the discomfort that learning sometimes brings. Immerse yourself to the idea and knowledge that you will encounter along the way. Ask hard questions, listen deeply, and reflect honestly. Because every hour spent here is an investment in the kind of future we all want to build for our people and communities back home. We are rooting for you. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat.
We thank Yusek Iringan for echoing his dedication to the new LGEMC scholars and his continued support to the PMDP-LGEMC. And now we have come to the close of this significant event. The Public Management Development Program, as one of the landmark programs of the Development Academy of the Philippines, shall continue to hone our public leaders that they may embody competence, commitment, and compassion. It is therefore fitting to end this program with a DAP hymn as we pay tribute to the vision, mission, and heritage of the Development Academy of the Philippines.
Narito ang isang bandila sa gisag ng mithin at gawa. Dala niya'y hangaring balita sa inyo at maging sa madla. Ito ang samahan para sa pagbabago, pagulong sa kilusang pagbago. Angat pa niya'y karunungang tinatamon sa ugnayang siyang nanunod. Ito ang DAP, ang sa inyong lingkod. Gumaganap upang magbuklod ang bayan tungo sa miting dangal. Wagas ang pag-alay ng DAP sa inyo'y nagpupugay. Pakinggan ang tinig ng mga taong naglilingkod sa bandilang ito. Ang magsikap ay laging may tamis, kahit hirap ay lumabis. Siglang dulot ng dakilang hangat nang ang bayan natin ay umunlad. Ito ang DAP, ang sa inyong lingkod. Gumaganap upang magbuklod ang bayan tungo sa mithining dangal. Wagas ang pag-alay ng DAP sa inyo'y kapupunan.
To better document this opening ceremony, let us all pose for a posterity photo. We would like to request our officers, Officer in Charge Ms. Magdalena Mendoza, Vice President Caluan, Director Montañez, Ms. Belga, and our LGMC faculty represented by Ms. Vicky Alcoseba to join us on stage. And Batch 17, Busilak, please join us and come up on stage for your posterity photo. Batch 17, kindly stay up there together with our officers. May I now invite the LGEMC team as well as our alumni for the joint posterity photo. So team and alumni. Okay. All right. So on behalf of the PMDP-LGEMC, pagbati sa Batch 17 Busilak, let us all take part in leading the Filipino people with hope, perseverance, and great love for the country. So this is Dorothy J. Palafox of the Development Academy of the Philippines. Isang maganda at mapagpalayang hapon sa ating lahat. Dinner will be served here in the auditorium and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Maraming salamat po.